Okay. Hi everyone. Yeah. So I think we are gonna wait for a few more minutes, then we are gonna start on the education for physical marketing and event management. So I think today the space is a bit special because it's for both I heard from PM department as well that PM people are gonna join as well uh to learn about physical marketing, and then from people that are from OGV as well. Cool. So I think either way, I'm gonna start first so that people that join later they can kind of like join later. Hi Jaho. All right. So I think as usual, I try my best to design the session to be as detailed as possible, but I'm not sure because like you are still new as a VP and things like that. So I'm not sure if is enough for you to understand what's happening. So do feel free to ask more questions because the explanation part wouldn't take that long normally. So ask more questions if you can because it's a webinar. If you I don't have the chance to kind of like interact with you. So do ask a question so that I can help you out with as well. All right, so welcome to Physical Marketing and Event Management Space. So fun fact for you, whether you are from PM or from OGB, but I will just focus more on OGB instead, that 70% of our results from past winter and past summer peak are actually from information booth and physical events. Yeah, so if you go to the Expo and you check out all the sign-ups that we have in terms of referral and things, 70% of them are actually from physical marketing. So this is like Isaac Malaysia's strength as well as the key strength of all the LCs in Isaac Malaysia, that we are very, very good in physical marketing, especially in LC level, which is a good thing. Yeah. So so usually what kind of physical marketing channels that we have in the local level is that most of the time you guys do like physical booth, info session, exchange fair or event, lecture bashing, or consultancy space, for example, in OGV wise, right? So let's say when you are doing MRD for PM, a lot of the time you are doing like physical booth, IZ9 info sessions. Some of you might do events, some of you might not. You might also do lecture bashing. So it's kind of similar actually, like whether you are running an MRD or you are running like OGV recruitment. So usually, before you go into physical marketing, right, you have to first plan a little bit about how you want to run your physical marketing as well. So I think I've covered this very simple module in what is that? In market research space, where if you remember the goal, target, channel, message. So just to quickly recap, goal, what is your goal out of the whole marketing strategy? Target, who are the one you are going to target specifically? Channel, what is the channel you use to reach out to these people? And what is the message? So it's the same thing that we will be using even in planning very simply, like in a very simple way about your physical marketing as well. Make sure you really always go into discussing about this first before you decide on how you want to run your physical marketing. So let's say, for example, I want to do a booth, and the booth, I aim to have 20 people to apply to projects, not sign up, but apply. Target faculty of environment student first year and fourth year. So channel, I do physical booth at the faculty during lunch hour, for example. So message is like I'm putting environment projects from Vietnam, for example, the package I'm having. So, so once you have a simple idea of how you want to run your physical marketing, these are a full checklist of the things that you need to prepare before going into your physical marketing space, whether it's like info session, booth, or events or consultancy space and things like that. So let's say in terms of operations, you have a very clear timeline. When are you preparing for your physical marketing? When is the preparation? When is the launching? When is the implementation? When is the post-mortem and things like that? And then you usually must have your floor plan, whether it's booth or event, to know that how would the arrangement of the stuff be like, or how will the event be like in terms of the floor plan. Contents, for example, props and decor. How do you want your booth to look like? How do you want your events to look like? Packages in terms of like what kind of products or promotion are you promoting at the booth or the event itself, and then partnership. So, for example, if you're running an event, do you have any PR? Do you have any university people coming and things like that? So these are the overall. This is based on experience. That of course, I think some LC that if you run super advanced event, that you might be even better than me in terms of like knowing what are the things that can go more detail. But this is usually what I will cover when I'm planning your physical marketing. So in terms of people, you must have your OC team. Shift on the day, very, very important. Like who OC team and shift on the day is a two different things. So OC team is like the one that help to prepare and make sure the whole event happen. But shift on the day mostly are the people that are doing sales or different kind of activities during your event day or your booth day, for example. So L&D and training, you must have this before going into your physical marketing space. Sales pitch training, how do you run the event flow, how do you sell, how do you know about GV and all this kind of thing, and routine. So say you are having an event in April, you should already have your OC team routine starting from January, let's say weekly until April, so that you are consistently following up and updating. And then finance in terms of like the budget and also what kind of investment that you want to make, for example. Yeah. So in OGV wise, today I'm only gonna cover national roadshows, which is on physical marketing part. Usually, it also includes national campaigns and international relation, but I'm not gonna cover in this space itself. So let's look at national roadshows where we are also doing in summer. Target audience, usually students who are your target, don't do an event that have all the random crowds coming. Like go back to the part that I was talking about market research. Make sure you really know who are the people that you are targeting, and then you know that you are only targeting these people specifically to your events or your physical booth. So key KPIs, registration to your events, people who apply or approve during your events itself or the physical booth. So it's the same for MRD. If you are running, like let's say a MRD promotion, like you have a orientation booth or you want to do an event and things, make sure you know who are your target audience and also how much you are targeting. So pre-attractions, usually before your event or your booth happen, what you can do is that you can put up your Facebook events on either in Malaysia, Facebook page, Instagram page, and also website. So we'll help you to run ads. We can help to get more audience to come. And then during roadshows is when you have booth or event. And then after that, if people didn't manage to accept or approve during your roadshow or they didn't apply and things, then you can go into conversion where they can attend the info sessions or coffee talk or things like that so that you fasten the conversion process. So these are the bit of instructions on how you can make sure your event and everything are being posted on our page pre-attraction so that you can also promote your event on our national page. But I won't go into details because you can just read. Yeah, but this is the more important part. So let's say for booth, I think Taylor has always been very good in doing booth, and this is one of the example of a very good booth. So first look as it's very attractive, and you can the only thing is that try not to put flags because that is not allowed in terms of like the a bit of sensitive issue just don't put flag. So usually you can see their booth is super attractive and also people will see what is happening once you pass by. So what does it include? Usually it's like project one pager, apply opportunities, open already on the laptop, projector, TV, any attractive video speaker, room prepared for interview or approved. This is what I always do last time. We have a room at the site, so anyone that's interested, I will just invite them inside and then we converse straight away. Free gift or merchandise if you want, bunting, banner, EP story sharing, for example. Yeah, so it's the same for MRD booth. The only difference is just that you are promoting membership, but you are not promoting global volunteer itself. Yeah. So if you are going to booth preparation, before, make sure you book your venue and time. Make sure there are people and the right kind of people. Prepare extension and laptop and Wi-Fi, sales speech, personal goal setting with member. Each of the member must have their own goal when they are going into the booth itself. Membership and time. During booth, audit the sales pitch. Be there to know what people are talking and know if your members are talking the right thing, for example. Review and firefight after each booth. Do project selling, have people to join. This is like the national campaign last time. So we will have Impact 42 campaign still in summer. So it's the same. Whenever we are doing physical marketing, usually we ask people to join the digital campaign straight away. So after that, you can do your lead scoring within 24 hours, or you can contact your IR partners to convert them as soon as possible. So how about events, right? Then I think the key LC that is always very good in doing events is Curtin. Yeah, events are always very successful and very huge and amazing. So I think last time they managed to get like 40 apply just in one day of their event itself. So you can do country booth, put some attraction points, like they ask all these, like fruit bar and all this kind of thing to come in to hype up their events. Free gift, same, have a room for prepared interview. Free gift bunting, EP story. It's pretty much the same when you're doing event. It's just that it's more happening and it's larger scale and your human capacity and everything can be more focused. Yeah. So is and also event preparation wise, something that is more different is that pre-event preparation, you need to have your LC capacity for event day, because during event maybe you don't have that many people to cover, not just people from OGV. You can just ask the whole LC to help out, prepare extension and laptop and Wi-Fi, sales pitch, personal goal setting, membership and time. Then during event, audit the sales pitch, review and firefight. This is very important because normally people, when they are running event, right? So let's say the event is like 8 hours, they will just let the whole thing be. But I was like guiding UNMC and Curtin before this as well. When you're running event, you should firefight every single hour. So 1 hour, because event is only like 2 days. So for example, this 1 hour, you are aiming for 10 apply and it's not happening, then you need to immediately firefight for the next hour to know how to make the 10 apply happen, for example. Yeah, so you can do Insta Live, Facebook Live, invite a special guest or influencer, or all this kind of thing. Then after event, it's the same, you convert them immediately. Yeah. So usually, this is how we do physical marketing. Of course, every LC usually they have their own way of planning, but this is like general scope of the things that you should cover. And usually, people will just create a spreadsheet to put everything inside and coordinate from there. So I wanted to do a spreadsheet for you guys so that it's easier for you. But I think I haven't finished preparing it. So hopefully after I have done it, I can share to you guys as well. So you can straight away use that to plan for, yeah, your events and things like that. But I want to know so far, do you have any questions or any good question or anything that you want to ask before I go into like the tips and tricks? I'll just give some time so that you can take some time to think as well. No, ah? Oh, Yijen. Yeah, Chaho is both here. Nice. Hello. All right, nice. So tips and tricks are very simple. I think this is something that I want to emphasize because always I'll see overlook when they are doing their physical marketing. So first thing, personal goal is super important. Every person who has a shift at your physical marketing should have a personal goal. Uh, Either is information booth or either is what is that, like your running events and things. If every member before they go into your booth, they already know like within this period of time my goal is to get like 3 apply, for example, then you make all your goals super tangible and you know where all your goals are coming from. Yeah, so I think this is super important because this is something that I will do to my members all the time. Last time when I was in LCP, to make sure, people don't just chill there because they don't know where they're heading to, or they are just like giving everyone the accountability and things like that. Yeah. So this is something that very minor, but date, time, location matter a lot. Like really a lot. If you don't do your proper research, it's really gonna waste the effort. So last time, some of them are even so addictive that they will go and check weather broadcast to just to make sure it doesn't rain, right? Then people don't come out. So use back your market research data to closely define what you want to do at physical marketing, including where and how. So really, really test and find out what is the best spot in your LC, in your university that will have the crowd stop by and also would have the most effective promotion. Yeah, time as well. And this is very, very important for team leaders. Listen more. So I think a lot of the time we will always do like sales pitch training and then we don't audit anymore. We just be like, yeah, I've done the sales pitch training. But when you go down to the booth and you actually listen to how your members are talking to the people, you will realize that I think most of the time they will only speak 30% of what you taught. Yeah. So it's super important to be there and listen to how they speak so that you know they are doing like project selling, but not like, hey, do you want to go for 129 countries? We have these exchange programs about leadership and all this kind of thing. But they are already doing project selling like, hey, are you from environment faculty? Are you interested in going to Sri Lanka to join tree plantation projects and things like that, for example? It's a very minor thing, But a change in sales pitch will really change the whole game of a physical booth because that is like the essence of booth and the essence of event. You can have like the best booth and the best event possible, but if your sales pitch goes wrong, usually the result will be very bad. Either you get a lot of sign-ups, like last time KP, right? They get like 300 to 400 sign-ups in one day, but none of them can be converted because yeah, all the members are selling the wrong thing. So it's super important to be there at least in the first 20 minutes to make sure everyone is speaking the right thing. Yeah, then also then only you'll be able to make sure the booth is effective. So another one is like packages. Don't go randomly without a proper package. Have your budget, project, issue, visa, insurance, everything all in one while you're promoting. So don't go with just like like basically just finish the product packaging in market research. Then you'll be able to see what kind of projects or what kind of packages that you are actually trying to sell in yeah in the in the booth or the event itself. So in events is even more lah. So usually when I'm setting personal goal and things, I straight away give projects to the members as well. So like, hey, let's say today your goal is just to make sure these two projects, you have two people who apply to each project. It's super clear for the member. I just need to take the project. I fucking understand what the project is about. And then I will do my sales pitch and I will like categorize, like cater or like design my sales pitch according to the projects that I'm gonna sell. Yeah. So it give a very tangible and clear idea to the members on how to do well in the physical marketing. Yeah. So I think that's it. I just want to know as well if you have any more questions or if you don't have, I also want to know like since I'm here, right? Like any of you has any problem with your market research or because I got some feedback from some people that they don't know how to do it still, even though I've done the education space and things like that. So maybe like since Jaho is here, you can tell me a bit as well, like how's your progress with the market research? Does it make sense? Do you know how to do and things like that? Okay, cool. So I think if you have any more questions regarding market research or anything, you can let me know as well so that I can help you out, but finish your exam first. I think another thing is also just do you I will just ask for a feedback as well, like for all this education space, because I'm really unsure if like all these things that I'm providing to you guys are enough for you to understand how to start your planning and also how to kickstart your physical marketing. But overall, I think the most important part is just that make sure that you really have your OC team form at least, and you already are planning for all your physical marketing now. Then in the preparation, because physical marketing is something that requires a lot of effort and time to prepare. Never do last minute because I've never seen any booth or any physical marketing that is done well when it's done last minute. Yeah. So I hope I wish you all the best, and I will also pass you the planning tool and things like that so that you can go with it as well. Yeah. If you don't have question, you can wave maybe so that I can know. And then I think that's all so far for this education space. It's just very short. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all for the space itself. Thank you for coming. Uh, I will pass the feedback form after this. So for all of you that are having exams, enjoy your exams. And yeah, if you are coming for election tomorrow, see you tomorrow, some of you, and things like that. So I hope you enjoy your Friday night as well. Bye.